Afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Cincinnati Reds and the St. Louis Cardinals. Division rivals do battle. Next. Jack Flaherty gets the start for St. Louis in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, this guy has a good repertoire of pitches, and he throws also a knuckle curveball. And one guy comes to mind, Mike Mussina, former Oriole and Yankee pitcher, had a real good knuckle curve. It's not an easy pitch to learn, and what's more difficult, it's a difficult pitch for umpires to call strikes, and that's why we don't see a lot of pitchers using it today.
Stepping into the box, Jesse Winker, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does the team start feeling better, but I think you get a good vibe starting to go throughout the clubhouse. You realize that the schedule is starting to wind itself down. Every game is more important. The bigger the game, hopefully the better you play. And this team's been playing some really good baseball lately.
O'Neill is there, and he has it for the first out.
Batting second, the first baseman, number 19, Joey Votto.
Digging in, Joey Votto. Lifetime against this pitcher. 7 hits in 13 tries. First delivery to him on the way. Votto is one of those prototypical left-handed bats that really excels against right-handed pitching. Sees the ball well coming from that side. A 1-1 count to the Reds' first baseman. And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Dan, Rusty Valentine behind the dish tonight. He is north-south without question, letters to knees.
Well, I tell you what, he really favors a power pitcher. If you can consistently pitch at about the chest level and above, he'll call that high strike zone. I think he's a very friendly pitcher's umpire.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Into the box now, Eugenio Suarez. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And the pitch. And that's in there for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
0-2 the count to Suarez. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
The 0-2 once more.
The count is 1-2.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Hey, started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
2-2 pitch is fouled away. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
And he fouls this one off. Struck him out, so he was forced to make 9 pitches that at-bat, but he'll take it as the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. And now the Cardinals get their first shot at it here. No score. Luis Castillo, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout-to-walk ratio, 2-to-1, that this guy is more a pitch-to-contact guy than a strikeout-walk guy.
Striding in, Colton Wong. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading up for the Cardinals, the second baseman, Colton Wong.
Now here's the pitch. And it's fouled away. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team is starting to really come together. They won last night. They're playing really nice. I expect much more of the same today.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
The 1-2. To first. Fielded by Votto. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home
Batting
first.
second, the right fielder, Tommy Edman.
Striding into the box, Tommy Edman. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
That's what you want the guys at the top of the order to do. Set the table for the monsters. 3, 4, 5. Nice piece of hit.
Goldschmidt.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, and you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there for strike 1. Goldschmidt, or Goldie just for short. He was an 8th round selection back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike. That's a ball.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
Batting fourth, the third baseman, Matt.
So runners at first and second here with 1 away. And that brings up Matt Carpenter. He's set and the pitch.
1-0.
Edman on second. Goldschmidt is over at first with 1 away. The pitch is circle changed just a bit inside, and it's 2-0 now. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
So Paul DeYoung digs in next. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, Matt. Second on the team and runs batted in.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
This one's outside. Quite a bit off the plate that time. Castillo is a guy that's able to keep the bat off the ball. That's kind of the name of the game for a pitcher, and as a starter, it really helps him work deep into games.
Matty V, one of the toughest parts about scoring runs is bunching 3 or 4 hits together an inning, and that's one of the things this guy does really well. He's tough to hit, and he's really tough to get 3 or 4 hits off of. That's one of the reasons why he's one of the better pitchers.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
The 1-2 is a fastball that misses.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
And a strike 3 called. My gracious, what a pitch with the bases loaded, and there are 2 away now.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest. The 1-0. On the ground to third. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Second inning set to go, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Mike Moustakas. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch.
Nope, that's the ball. Come on, no, 1-0.
Fouled off. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Fouled away. Count remains 2-2. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. Gone to lead off the inning. solo shot that time for Mike Moustakas, number 22 on the year. As the Reds strike first, it's 1-0.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now.
Yeah.
As he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
Batting fifth, the shortstop, Freddie Galvis.
Digging in, Freddie Galvis to show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Down the left field line and deep. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Galvis behind 0-2. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball one. And he fouls this one off. Ready on 1-2. Bases are empty, one man out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2-2.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
This inning didn't get started the way he'd hoped with that home run, but I've got to give him credit for flushing it and coming back here to get strikeouts on the last 2 guys. He's acting like it didn't even happen before.
Into the box, Nick Senzel. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Red center fielder in front with a 2-0 count.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher. Just go ahead and challenge him.
Outside, 3-0 now. Two out, nobody on. Three and 1. 4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on a base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
The 3-2 pitch. Grounded to third. And that's through for a hit.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Stepping in now, Kurt Casale. And this is right past Molina and back to the screen. And no advance. It's ball one. One 1-0 pitch on the way. 2-0.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
2-0 pitch on the way.
That's ball 3.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Ready with the 3-0 pitch.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
A runner on first with 2 away. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
That walk is going to feel a little extra frustrating for this pitcher. Not only do you never really want to walk the number 8 hitter, but it's also going to let the pitcher hit this inning instead of forcing him to lead off the next one.
Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Luis Castillo is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. 1-0, here it is. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Bader is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. But the Reds hit the scoreboard first on this solo homer. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 1-0 Reds. Last half of the second set to go, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Harrison Bader.
The left fielder, Harrison.
First pitch coming, here it is.
Bader.
Tries to catch him napping, but he missed the bunt attempt. Strike 1. Oh, 1 is a circle change that's over for a called strike. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Swing and a line drive, but just foul. He'll try again, 1-2.
Nope.
Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now a check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. Tough ruling, but it's out number 1.
Batting 8.
Digging in, Tyler O'Neill. He was hitless in the shutout last night.
Oh, dear.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Nope, that's down.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Well, this next pitch is a big one. The last thing you want to do is give a free pass to a guy that can run like this. He's a real burner out there on the base paths.
Full count now. One out, nobody on. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path. To the plate now, Jack Flaherty.
as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. The 1-0 home is taken, strike one. Line drive to center field. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit. So worst case scenario, a 2-out base hit, and the pitcher will not lead off next inning.
Now
Boy, D, you're talking about
base.
frustrating as a pitcher. You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Off-speed pitch, just missed inside.
Hey, I know the tying run's at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
2 out with the man at first. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes, he did. It's ruled a strike. The 1-1. Pulled toward right center field. Here comes Senzel. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Man, this guy's really starting to swing the stick again, D-Roll. That extends his hitting streak to 9 games.
Yeah, he's leaking into 3 series right here now. 9 games, that's getting firm. He's seeing the ball well, and he's making the proper adjustments at the plate.
And he offers it the circle change and misses 0-1. A base hit in his first trip. Ready with the 0-1. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Sent on the ground out to second, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We've played 2 full. It's the Reds 1 and the Cardinals nothing.
Welcome back to Busch Stadium, home of the Cardinals, who've proven to have one of the best pitching staffs in baseball this year. With the lowest team ERA in the league, it's clear they typically post solid outing after solid outing. And one of the members of their coaching staff told me a big part of that has come from their ability to limit the long ball, a category they also lead the league in. He said that forces the opposing lineups to really string together hits in order to score, because a bloop and a blast is just not something you're going to get off of us. Guys, this appears to be a really tough group of pitchers to barrel up.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Here comes the first pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Hey, guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
So up steps the former MVP, Joey Votto, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 0-1 delivery.
Nope, ball 1. 1-1.
2 balls and a strike. A runner at first with no outs here. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Now a drive out to left center field. Winker rounds the corner and is headed home. Safe at the plate, as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at third, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
Standing in now, Eugenio Suarez, as he'll take a look at ball 1.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
A runner at second, nobody out. And this one's too far inside, ball 2. For the current campaign, Suarez is working with a slugging percentage over .550, so there's no denying he's one of the premier power bats in the league. Too tight with that one. 3-0. On deck, Mike Moustakas. Now the 3-0 offering. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Mike Moustakas. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Moustakas, or just Moose for short. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
None out, runners at first and second. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just starts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Nick Castellanos now, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. First and second now, 1 man out. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. The 2-0 pitch. Popped him up. Carpenter has room in foul territory. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Freddie Galvin.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Freddie Galvis. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Galvis a Venezuelan-born ball player. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Some guys only get to free agency one time in their career. This guy has a chance to get there for a second time and in the prime of his career. Is he able to handle the pressure as he plays out this final season?
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Votto is on his way home. Run in. Here's a second runner around third. And he's safe at the plate. And they lead now by 4.
Well, last time this guy had some success, but he can't seem to get it going here. In fact, he's given up more hits in this one than he did his entire last outing. And we're only in the 3rd inning.
So now to the plate, Nick Senzel, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. The 0-1 on its way. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Got to believe you're going to get some tough pitches in this count with the base open at first. This is where you have to regroup and find a way to get a good pitch to drive in that run.
3 runs already home here. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. The 1-2.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
The 2-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And it's fouled away. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Reds 4 and the Cardinals nothing. Digging in to try it again, Paul Goldschmidt. And they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Senzel's got it, and there's one gone.
The third baseman, number 13, Matt Carpenter.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Matt Carpenter. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he gets ahead 0-1. And the pitch. And a good swing there as this is deep down the line in right, but this is going to wind up out of play. Another 0-2 home.
I got the count 1 and 2. No, that's down.
Hit hard to the right. Foul. The 2-2 one more time. Gets him looking up around the letters. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the Illinois State product, Paul DeYoung. First offering on its way. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch either.
Scooped up. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They're down 4-0. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already put 4 runs on the board, and they've done so by running up their opponent's pitch count. So he said he thinks they're going to have a lot more opportunities to score because of that as the game goes on.
All right, Heidi, thank you. All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Kurt Casale.
Kurt Casale.
First pitch on its way.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. And this pitch misses to the Reds catcher. Now 2-1. Fouled off. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
You can bet they love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Popped him up. Molina over to his right. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
So the base is empty here with 1 away. And digging in to hit next, it'll be the pitcher, Luis Castillo. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. O'Neill is under this one, and he's got it for out number 2.
The left fielder, number 33, Jesse Winker.
Back to the top of the Reds lineup now, and stepping in, Jesse Winker. A fly out and a single for him so far. First delivery to him on the way.
Ball 1, no strike.
Kind of surprised not to see a fastball on the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least 1 pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
The 1-0 home. Misses for the second ball.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
Chopped out to short. DeYoung fields it cleanly. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Reds are down in order, but they're in front 4-0. So coming to the plate, Yadier Molina set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
The catcher, Yadier
Here comes the first pitch.
Molina.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. A bouncer up the middle. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in,
Now back.
kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
So that'll bring in Harrison Bader. A ball and no strikes. He's 0 for 1 thus far. A good tailing fastball for a strike, 1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
No runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2. The 1-2. Hard hit ball to second, fielded by Moustakas. On to first, and they get the double play.
Up next to the Cardinals, the center fielder, Tyler.
Next to bat for St. Louis, Tyler O'Neill looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And now a pitch on the way.
Here we go.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
No runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Fouled away. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
He'll try it again, 3-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. They trail here 4-0. New inning set to get underway, and standing in is the on-base machine, first baseman Joey Votto.
Votto.
Here it comes.
Ball 1.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
That's wide, 2-0.
Man, that's a great take right there. Backdoor slider just missed the outside corner. This guy must have a really good eye. Most guys swing at that pitch.
Hard ground ball to third. Carpenter has it. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The third baseman, number 7, Eugenio Suarez.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And into the batter's box next, a guy who's developed into one of the big-time power hitters in the league, Eugenio Suarez. Strike one to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Oh, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
At the plate, Mike Moustakas. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 1-0. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Hey, he's done an amazing job of settling down. 2 innings ago, I thought they were going to run him out of here. But now he's close to posting 2 shutout innings as a response.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Reds, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Welcome back to Busch Stadium as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
Number 35.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Play. Thomas.
And it's fouled away. Batting average down in the low 210s. 3 homers and 16 RBIs. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th with a punch out, 1 away.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Wong brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark. Couldn't get his hands through there, and it's 1-1. Runs up and gets this one down. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
The right fielder, number 19, Tommy Edman.
Ready for another shot now. Tommy Edman, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Here's the first pitch to him.
Nope.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Two and one.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That's strike 2 on a well-placed changeup around the knees. Swing, and he pops him up. Galvis ranging into the outfield. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing, but hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he lays off there, 1-0. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
The 2-1 home. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Ani bailed him out with a swing. 3-2 now.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think we'll see him lay one in on the next pitch there with a base open to work with.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Ripped down the first base line. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. He's in at second safely. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Number 13.
Well, he was almost out of the inning. Did the last 2 batters showed him that you can't lose focus on the mound, even if you get 2 quick outs. Back-to-back doubles shows you just how quickly things can get away from you.
Here's Matt Carpenter as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. The 1-0 misses down below the knees.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Now the 2-0 home. 3-0 now.
There's absolutely no need to challenge him in this situation right here. Do yourself a favor, be smart, nibble a little bit, maybe use his aggressiveness against himself.
That one's in there. 3-1.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
Two out here and a runner at second. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full. 3-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Cards get one in the inning on the RBI double. 5 innings complete. It's the Reds 4 and the Cardinals 1. John Gant takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Now pitching for the Cardinals, number 53, John Gant.
Top half of the 6th about to get started. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Nicholas Castellanos. Here's the first pitch to him. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. The windup and the 0-1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Freddie Galvis.
Coming to the plate now, Freddie Galvis. First offering on its way.
1-0.
6th inning, 4-1 is our score. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Slapped hard the opposite way, but this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
At the plate, Nick Senzel, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Here comes the first pitch. Fouled off. Two out, nobody on. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. One and two now.
1 and 2.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Reds are down in order as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Lucas Sims enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 39, Lucas Sims.
In now, Paul DeYoung. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Shortstop, Paul DeYoung.
First delivery to him on the way.
Off the plate, ball 1.
And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. The 1-0 home. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. The 1-1.
I got to count 2 and 2.
fouled away. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't
The catcher,
outrageous.
number
Hey, listen,
4.
calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Yadi Molina digging in now. Skied down the left field line. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
He obviously was sitting all over that pitch. He didn't want to go deep in the count. He saw it
Now
all
back,
and he let it
left
fly.
fielder, Harrison Bader.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Down and away, ball 1. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Oh, I love watching
Now
a pitcher
batter,
that can run a
center
good
fielder,
hard fastball in
Tyler.
on a guy's hands and completely lock him up.
O'Neill.
That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
At the plate now, Tyler O'Neill, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. No hits to this point. Ready with the 0-1. And here's a foul tip into the catcher's glove. Moves it to 0-2 now.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
The 1-2. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Senzel backing up on it. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. He pulls into second safely as a run also comes in to score, making it a 2-run ball game.
53.
So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Dexter Fowler will look to provide a little 2-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and 2 away. Hit hard on the ground to second. Moustakas is there. And a low throw to first, but Votto's able to come up with it. A fine play there to end the inning. Cards get 1 in the inning on the RBI double. 8, 9, and top of the order coming up to start the 7th. It's now 4-2. Ryan Helsley is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
For the Cardinals, number 56, Ryan.
7th inning ready to roll, and now it'll be the catcher, Kurt Casale.
Leading off for the Reds, the catcher, Curt Casale.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
At the ball.
Helsley, a 25-year-old. He was a 5th-round pick back in the 2015 MLB Draft.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and there's a base hit, so maybe some insurance here to lead off the 7th.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Travis Jankowski will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 31, Travis Jankowski.
And a high strike there, 0-1. 7th inning here at the ballpark, 4-2 our score. Liner in there for a base hit. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. So problems out there in right field as this is going to wind up going as an E9. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jesse Winker. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him taking a pitch right there. It's a good opportunity to see what he's got. Also a good opportunity to see if he's going to be pounding the strike zone.
1-1 to the Reds leadoff man.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
And he fouls this one off. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. And that will fall as he comes through. It's a base hit. And this will add on to their lead. It's now a 5-2 ball game.
Hey, D-Row, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
In is Joey Votto now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
Runners are at first and third with none out. And it's fouled away. The 2-1 home. Popped him up. Carpenter in foul ground. 1 down.
The third baseman, number 7, Eugenio Suarez.
Standing in, Eugenio Suarez, and their runners at the corners now. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit out towards second. There's one. On to Goldschmidt, and it's in time. A double play, and the side is retired. Reds will be forced to settle for just the 1. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. It's the Reds 5 and the Cardinals 2. Robert Stevenson gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Robert Stevenson.
Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up Colton Wong.
The second baseman, Colton Wong.
First delivery to him on the way. And a ball 1-0. And he looks at a slider in there, 1-1. Now the pitch. This is line to left, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So the inning's underway with the Cardinals getting their leadoff hitter on base.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
In now, Tommy Edman, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Comes set with the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Senzel's got it, and there's one gone.
Now batting, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Ready now, Paul Goldschmidt. It was an RBI double for him in his last turn to the plate.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run, get you a ribby.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
From the stretch. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. 5-2 our score as we play inning number 7. And it's 1-2.
The count is 1-2.
Has a look, now the pitch.
Ball, that's that.
And that's a fair ball, line to the right side. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
He's set. Here it comes. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. The 1-0 home down the first baseline.
Man, the Redbirds, they've been struggling all game long. They've yet to been able to get that big hit. This is the time for the big hit for the Redbirds.
The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging.
One ball.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
The 1-2 fouled off. Here he comes again, 1-2. Fouled away. The 1-2.
At the ball.
Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the third time.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. No balls and one strike. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And he misses with it. 1-1. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2.
With runners on base, 2 outs and 2 strikes, this is a big next pitch for both sides.
A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. And this pitch is taken high and away to fill the count. It's 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Digging in and looking for more, Yadier Molina. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find his strike zone in the worst way.
The 1-0. Liner towards second. On to first, and the Redbird rally goes for naught as that ends the inning. 3 left for St. Louis, and the deficit remains 5-2.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention
New
please.
pitcher to tell you about, and it's a guy drafted number 6 overall out of North Carolina in 2006, the 6'6" lefty Andrew Miller. Stepping in, Mike Moustakas. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Mike Moustakas.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball, that's inside.
One 0 count. Here it is.
2 balls, no strike.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
Here it comes, the 3-0. It's laid off, but in there for strike 1.
I got 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
Yeah, that strategy is great when it works, but when it doesn't, it's ugly. And he was here to face one guy, and he couldn't get it done.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And the right-handed hitting Nicholas Castellanos will bat next. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Slider laid off for a ball. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. We're in the 8th inning now of a 5-2 ball game. Count is even 1-1 to Nicholas Castellanos.
I can feel the breeze up here from that one.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Miller, playing here in his age 34 season, is a 15-year major league vet, so it's been quite the career for him.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had to make. This is a game of adjustments, and you don't hang around this long if you're not prepared to make some adjustments along the way.
O'Neill, patrolling center, makes the play, 1 out.
The batter.
Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our 2 starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line, as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings. Now to the plate, Freddie Galvis. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
And he falls behind 0-2.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Runners on first with 1 down. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Now
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that means Nick Senzel will dig in at the plate. From the stretch. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. And there's ball 2 now. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now. Kurt Casale would be next. A runner on first with 2 away. Hit on the ground to third. Carpenter is there, and the throw to Wong, and the inning is over. 1 left for Cincinnati, and it remains 5-2. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Pedro Strop is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Now pitching and batting in the 7th spot, number 46, Pedro Strop. Now playing center field and batting 9.
Leading off the inning, Harrison Bader, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Leading off for St. Louis, the left fielder, Harrison Bader.
First pitch coming, here it is.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
A 1 pitch on its way. And it's 1-1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And he fouls this one off. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Now batting, center field.
Settling in now, Tyler O'Neill. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1.
Got to find a way to scratch at least one across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
1-0 pitch is a slider, swung on and missed. 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. And the pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Moustakas has it, and that's the 2nd out.
The pitcher, number 21, Andrew Miller.
Brad Miller will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Brad Miller.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. He'll enter play right at .310 on the year. 7 homers, 26 RBIs. Popped him up. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals. They trail 5-2. Genesis Cabrera enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Genesis Cabrera.
Now in the box, Kurt Casale. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring.
Casale.
Here comes the first pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. And it's fouled away. Ready with the 0-2. Swing and a miss got him reaching. And he makes the throw to first. Casale is retired and there's one away.
Number 4.
Into the box, number 4. He readies for his first plate appearance. Now here's the pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Just missed with that heater, but even if he wanted to swing, I don't think he could have caught up to that one.
Lined hard toward right center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hitting.
Winker.
Here's a look over to first, and the runner back. Perhaps wisely, another look to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. Another throw over. To the plate now, Jesse Winker, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Now a curveball, but he might have flown open a bit. It's 1-1. Runner at first here, one man out. And he'll miss the target there with a curveball, and it's 2-1 now. Has a look, now the pitch. This is pulled into right. Edman is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The first baseman, number 19, Joey Votto.
Now at the plate, Joey Votto. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
First offering on its way. Strike taken. The throw is not going to get him as he swipes second.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now. Really tied him up on that one.
Yikes, he kind of looked clueless on that swing right there, man. If I'm pitching, I'm going right back to that same pitch.
This is on the ground over to first. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. Reds leave one. They're still out in front, 5-2. Raisel Iglesias takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 26, Raisel Iglesias.
Here's Colton Wong now. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point.
Not impossible, but highly improbable. Even when you're at home to score 3 runs off a closer like this guy, they've got the work cut out for him.
No balls and a strike to count. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
Hit in the air to straightaway center. Number 4 is there, and he has it for the out.
The right fielder, number 19, Tommy Edman.
At the plate, Tommy Edman. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope, outside.
Now the 1-0.
Ball, that's outside.
The last thing you want to do when you've got a 3-run lead in the 9th is give the other guys any sense of hope. It's a good time to challenge here on 2-0, especially since there's a good chance he's taking until he gets a strike.
2 balls and a strike to count. Now the 2-1 pitch. Hit softly on the ground to first. He's got it, and he'll take this on to first, and they're down to their final out, 2 away.
Now batting, first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Now at the plate, Paul Goldschmidt, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. First offering on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Hit on the ground to third. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And the recovery will not be in time at first, and the inning will continue following the infield single.
Hey, this game is close right here, but I'll take you inside the mindset even if it was a blowout. I know the team's down to their final out, but you'll be hard-pressed to ever find an offensive player give away an AB. Nice infield single right there to keep the line moving.
And now the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Matt Carpenter. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
0-1.
Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
That fires me up right there. What a clutch AB, a 2-out single to get the tying run to the plate. That's all you can ask for.
Into the box now, Paul DeYoung, as he overcommits here to a slider out of the zone. 1 strike to count. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
88 on a changeup? I remember when an 88-mile-an-hour fastball wasn't all that bad. Man, the game's changing.
The throw to the plate. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
Standing in now, Yadier Molina, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. In his career, Molina is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. 0-1 the count to Molina. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. And he'll make the catch there to end it. And the Reds have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road as this one is over.
Yeah, he does surrender 1 run, so it wasn't a flawless performance. But in this game, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be good enough to win, and he was.
5-3 the final score in this afternoon's game. Cincinnati took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Luis Castillo earned his 5th win of the year. Raisel Iglesias wraps it up for the save, his 25th of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon for the victorious Cincinnati Reds. 5 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For St. Louis, 3 runs on 13 hits, 1 error. They left 12 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 6 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon, 46,000. The Cardinals would like to thank you for joining us and remind you to please drive home safely.